Hello, my name is Jim Mulaney from SciTech Process Solutions. Today is Monday, June 6, 2022. Today I'm doing a video source inspection on a fully remanufactured double stack spin rinse dryer. These videos are put on our YouTube channel for the customer's review. Because of that, we don't give their name out. However, this is PO number 20837, and this tool is actually going to Europe. It's actually tool number 3 out of a 3-part order. I did the video about a week ago for the first 2 tools, and here's the 3rd tool. What I'll do is I will review the options of the tool, and then I'll go ahead and start the tool, run a process to show it's in great condition. So this system is actually SRD model 01439. That's the SciTech serial number. Manufacturing date 5/22, because it was ready last week, but I was actually on vacation. And so was a few other people. It's 220 volt. It's got the EMO in the back here. I can see the resistivity. I can see the water recirc options. So EMO, water recirc, resistivity, and I can see the anti-static probes. It also has been upgraded with the state-of-the-art slick device controller. Where this tool is going, this customer has actually purchased about, I think, 10 or 12 double stacks from us in the last 3 years. So it's a very good customer. They know our quality. We know how they want their tools done. We also, as the option, there's a poly skirt that is being shipped with the tools. It actually slides across the bottom of the rinser dryer, so if anything in the fab gets dropped on the ground, it doesn't go into the rinser dryer. The controller, it also has leak detection, and the leak detection is down below. It has the 3-color indicator. This customer is a little bit different because instead of doing the 4-color, they do 3-color with an audible alarm if the alarm happens. Our standard is 4-color, but they wanted the 3-color with the audible alarm from 3 or 4 years ago, and that's what they've been standardized on. And the rotors are for an A18260MC and a KA 18260MC. Okay. All right. So reviewing those. So the system's in great shape. Brand new rotors. This is the K18260MC. Down below is the A18260MC. What I'll go ahead and just do, it's kind of boring in the video source inspection. I'll go ahead and start the tool. It's going to run the standard process. We have a minute of rinse, 10-second purge, 90-second dry 1, and 300-second dry 2. That's a pretty common process. I'll review this as this tool is running. So you simply load and hit start. Load and hit start. Alrighty. They're at 500 RPM, very smooth. While we're doing, it's running the process, I'll review our manufacturing process. So when an order comes into SciTech, we have a manufacturing meeting, we call it a kickoff meeting, where the sales generate the build report. It's given to our manufacturing manager to go over options, concerns, rotors, substrate types, etc. Then the system, when it gets sent to manufacturing, when it's time to be built, when I say time to be built, we have a very large backlog. Our current backlog is close to 5 months. We are the #1 premier remanufacturer and seller of new rinser dryers in the United States, so we have a quite large backlog. So when we start building it, the system is actually built just with the stainless steel head by itself on a stainless steel table. You build up the unit, you put in the valves, the new heater blankets, all the new DI lines, pneumatic lines, door seals, bowl seals, etc. Once it's built up and it goes to what we call dry test, we have another technician that does a QC on that. Assuming it passes the QC there, it's rolled into wet test, just the head by itself, no poly, no double stack, just on a cart. It's then hooked up to our DI system. It's gone through a new set of checks. Once it passes, we have another QC come in for one of our technicians, review it, make sure there's no leaks, little drips from the fittings and so forth. Once it passes that, it goes through 50 process runs during wet test. Once that's done, we then configure it. In this case, it's 2 units and a double stack. There'd be no poly on it and so forth. It goes through a burn-in cycle. That way we can see all the valves working. We can see the whole system as a unit working. We then put on the poly. In this case, it looks brand new because it is brand new. We have a full poly shop at SciTech, and with the very limited amount of refurbished rinser dryers on the market, we've been building all of our new frames and all of our new poly from scratch, brand new. This system also has caps on the screws. The customer opted, instead of having to have a screwdriver in the fab if they want to have side access, these little caps, you can unscrew the screws out and the side panel comes off. See how smooth this is? Wow, it's amazing. You can't even hear this running. You can't even feel it. In fact, you probably, I'm sure, can't even hear it on the video. It's so good. Right now we're in dry 1, which is a high RPM dry. What that does is it slings the water off the wafers, the cassette, the rotor, some off the sidewalls. Then it'll drop down to what we call dry 2, which is a traditional spin rinse dryer process, where it uses low RPM. We'll be dropping down to 500 RPM, and that's when you use the hot N2 centrifugal force bowl heaters and N2 heaters to dry everything. It's dropping down now, which there it is, right on 500. As you can see, our state-of-the-art controller is dead on 500. There's no fluctuation in our RPMs. It's perfect. This graphical controller shows you what's going on. Green's good. You've got a low pressure purge valve open. You got your N2 valve open. You got your bowl heaters on, and I can see the antistatics on. We have a smart controller. We're the only company we know that actually can truly monitor in situ the anti-static module. The anti-static module is a key part of a rinser dryer because it helps in particle control. In the past, when the anti-static went bad, you wouldn't even know till you start having particle problems or yield losses down the process line, and need to work your way back to the rinser dryer. Now we go ahead and immediately notify the customer so they can take the system down and then replace the anti-static if necessary. So that's our remanufacturing process. For this spin rinse dryer, we have 100% parts availability. Brand new controllers, yes. Lights, no problem. EMOs, yes. New bowl heaters, yes. New anti-statics, yes. New brushless motors, yes. The N2 heater manifold and heater, yes. New servo amps, yes. We have everything. So this system, a customer can purchase any and all parts needed for us for their current systems in their fab and the systems we ship. Okay, we have about 3 minutes left before it finishes. At the end of it, it's called the rotor stop position, or known as the RSP. It'll actually fire in the back. It uprights the rotor we call home position. It'll be 12 o'clock, wafer straight up. Then I'll hear the door release. You probably won't because the door's locked now. But I'll hear it release and I can open the door and you'll show the bowl. Until then, let's talk about our other wet processing. We do quite a lot of the HTCs. We believe, the OEM. We're not the OEM, but we're the only supplier of the floorware box washer parts. The 8000, 8010, 8020, 8030. We have controllers, we have heaters, we have all the DI spray arms, we have all the chains, we have everything. In fact, we have a lot of customers now send us their full unit for complete remanufacturing on our site. We also do a lot of the high and low profile, the mask cleaners. That would be the K&S, Ultra T, Ultra Tech. We always have 3 or 4 in stock. We're always, usually there's one every couple weeks in final test normally. All right, we've got a minute and a half to go. We also do on photolithography, we do a lot of photoresist pump repairs. We do IDI, Cyborg, Millipore. Customers send us their pumps, or we send them complete pump packages back with controllers. Everything we ship out of SciTech gets videoed. Rinser dryers get videoed, metrology tools get videoed, photoresist pumps get videoed, mask cleaners, everything. That's our quality control standard, so when it leaves our site, we know and the customer knows it's running perfect. We also have some high and low profile microscopes, the Nikon lights, etc. You'll see on our website a variety of those. And for metrology, we do a wide range. We do the KLA 10-core particle counters, 4500, 5500, the whole 6000 class. We have Prometrics tools. We have nanometrics tools. I think we have probably 3 or 4 nanometrics, 4000, 4150 in stock. So we do a nice range. Rinser dryers, it's our corporate business. 80% of our business is spin rinse dryers and spare parts. We are the #1 supplier, we believe, non-OEM, in the United States, and now with all of our distributors worldwide, we believe in the world too. Okay, we have about a minute and a half left. We'll just go ahead and let this thing run. It looks it looks brand new. It's fantastic. At the end of the process, it'll come up and say process complete. It'll tell you if it was a good process or a bad process, successful or unsuccessful. Unsuccessful will mean there's an alarm. When you then when you cleared the end of the process run, the alarm light would be on, and you could go in and find out what did not work correctly during the process run. I'll give you an example of that. The alarm won't be on, but I'll show you what that screen looks like. The bowl heater, sometimes it's yellow or amber. The bowl heater turns on and off because it has process switches. See, now it's green. Green means it's reheating. When it turns amber, it means it's open and it's cooling down to stay within that tolerance of the heat. Kind of noisy here in test in the sense we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rinser dryers in final test right now. Okay, top one's breaking, bottom one's breaking. Okay, I just heard the door release. There we go. Like to feel for, make sure I burn my hand. It's good. So the top one, you notice I opened the door, it cleared there. You can either acknowledge it here, you can open the door, or you can acknowledge it by stop. You saw me open the door and acknowledge it. Fill these wafers. They look great. All right. So on the bottom one, I'll show you, I will acknowledge it. So if there was a problem, this alarm would be on. This would be an audible alarm on. You go into the screen. We have a wide variety of alarms. The bad door, resistivity probe, bowl heater, anti-static, the rotostop positioner, N2 heaters, pressure, motor tacker, servo amp issues. We have a wide range. I won't go into the very detailed screens of the slick device. We have lots of videos on YouTube that show the quality. We have data management. We have maintenance mode. One of the key things built into all of ours is the N2 saver. It's part of our control system where you can pre-program that after your process run and you remove your wafers, that the N2 turns off until your next process run. It saves thousands upon thousands of dollars per head per year to the customer. This customer would save probably, I don't even know. Now with all the machines they have, probably save $50,000 a year on nitrogen just because they use our controllers. Let me pull the bottom out. Looks good, nice and warm. So as you can see, this unit looks, and then now I got to go back to the main screen from the alarm. Okay. Notice how when I went to the alarm screen, it's offline. I come back in. Amber means we're back on, waiting for it to run the next run. Okay. So this will conclude our video presentation of a 870S spin range dryer with our state-of-the-art SciTech controller. This system will be actually taken off the wall today. We have this and the other two systems being picked up on Wednesdays by our customer. Everything's set up for that pickup. All the tools are running great. If there's any questions, you can feel free to email us at sales@scitechprocess.com or on our website, any page. You can click on contact sales and that'll send us an email. Or you can call us at 916-797-9000 and ask for anyone in our sales department. In the U.S., we have 7 direct salespeople between spare parts and equipment. So we have plenty of manpower to help you through all your spare parts and SRD needs. Thank you. Have a great day.